Welcome to LP Savani Vidya Bhavan, Standard 10th, Social Science. Chapter number 15, Economic Development. Economic Development, this is the first chapter of economics for Standard 10th. So we need to understand the meaning of economic. Economic word deals with the monetary, we can say anything that is related to money or finance. These words relate to economic. Okay, so economic development. So this is the concept what people commonly understand as economic development. In the past also, people used to consider that economic development means the country should be developed very nicely and the financial condition should be very good. So that was the definition for the economic development. But in today's modern world, every country is trying to achieve development. And development is not confined to economic development only. It is a process of social change having many phases. Again, I will repeat, economic development is not confined to economic development only. Along with that, our social changes, development of the people of the country is also associated. That together makes economic development. So let us understand the concept, that is the meaning of economic development. Constant increase in national income of a country. National income is the income of the country. Okay, the country's income, we call it as national income. There should be constant increase in the national income of the country. Increase in per capita income of a country. Per capita income is the income which we get by dividing total income of the country by total population of the country. The third point is change in the lifestyle of the people or change in the living standard of the people. So, economic development means there should be constant increase in the national income of the country. There should be increase in the per capita income of the country, and this will change the living standard of the people. That is what we understand by economic development. Yes, our next topic is difference between economic progress and economic development. Economic development and economic progress. The word progress and development, if we think what is the meaning of progress and what is the difference between progress and development, there is a very minute difference in terms of economic development and economic progress. But very important for us to understand this difference. Starting with economic development. Economic development is a qualitative term. Qualitative, we understand, we are not able to measure it in the numbers. That is called as qualitative. So, economic development is qualitative term. It is the first stage. Next, increase in production due to new researches is called economic development. Here I would like to give you an example that when an increase is there in the income of the country, for example, with hybrid seeds, after the independence, we started using the hybrid seeds, and because of which the agricultural production increased. So the production is increasing because of some new techniques and researches, that is called as economic development. Increase in national income of developing countries is called economic development. First, that is the fourth point. When the national income of any developing country increases, it is considered to be economic development. Coming to the next point, that is the economic progress. It is a qualitative term. It is a quantitative term. It is the stage after economic development. Okay, coming to our next point, economic progress. Economic progress, it is a quantitative term. Quantitative, the progress here or the development is measurable in numbers, so it is called as quantitative term. Next, it is the stage after economic development. Firstly, we start developing ourselves, and then even after development, more of the development, when it takes place, we call it as economic progress. So it is the stage coming after economic development. Next, when there is increase in agricultural production because of increase in agricultural land, it is called as economic progress. Here, in economic development, I told you that because of using hybrid seeds, when there is increase in the production of the crops, it is an economic development. But what happens in the matter of economic progress is that the unused land which is barren, in the past it was never used for any kind of irrigation purpose, and because with some new techniques, that is irrigation facilities, we started made it useful for us, and because of that there is increase in the production, then that way of improvement in the production is called as economic progress. Again, I would repeat here that when there is increase in the agricultural production because of increase in agricultural land, new land is being utilized, totally new resource is being developed, then it becomes economic progress. Next, increase in national income of developed countries like UK, USA. When the national income of those countries increases, it is called as economic progress. So that is the difference between economic progress and economic development. Features of economic development. How can we understand that this is a developed country or a developing country? When we say features of developing economy, as per World Development Report of 2004 of World Bank, countries having less than $735 per capita income are categorized as developing economy. Developing economy, to make you understand it better, I can tell you that we are Indians, we live in India. Our India is considered to be a developing country, right? Still there is a vast to be achieved by and developed by India. So we are in the second phase, that is the developing economy. So these kind of countries, what are the features of developing countries that we are going to see? There are 9 features of developing countries or developing economy. First, less per capita income. Here we can see that the population growth rate is very high, and because of less per capita income, living standard of the people is low. Next is population growth. The population growth rate is high in developing countries. 2% or more than this is the growth rate of population in developing nations. Third, dependence on agriculture. In developing countries, main occupation of the people here is agriculture. 60% of the population is dependent on agriculture, and the contribution that they contribute to the national income is 26% only. We can understand the difference between 60% of employment and 20% of contribution in the national income. Features of developing economy. Fourth point, unequal distribution of income. Here, if we see the distribution of the income, we can see that there is no proper proportion between this distribution of income. For example, as given over here, 20% of rich people share 40% of national income. In a country, if 20% people are rich, they are contributing 40% to the national income. And the poorest 20% people share only 10% of the national income. This creates an imbalance in income. We call it as disparity of income also. Okay, so this is unequal distribution of income. Next, number 5, unemployment. This is one of the main features of developing economy. More than 3% of the total labor is unemployed. The period of unemployment is also very long in these countries. Next, poverty. 1/3 of the total population is poor. These people are not able to satisfy primary needs like food, clothing, shelter, education, etc. Again repeating, poverty relates to the condition of the people who are poor, and poor people are those people who are not able to satisfy their basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, education, etc. The next features of developing economy are number 7, dual economy. The country is based on dual or mixed system. Dual means double. On one side, backward farming, old machineries, these kind of things are practiced in villages. On the other hand, there are cities having modern industries, sophisticated lifestyle, etc. So this is a situation where we can see in India also we can see this. Right, we have metropolitan cities, right, very well developed metro cities like Delhi and Mumbai. Right, whereas we have villages where the basic facilities are also not there. Still people are striving with the old machineries. The way of farming is also traditional. No much changes are seen. So this kind of situation in a country is called dual economy. 8. Point number 8. Insufficient infrastructure facilities. Crucially vital infrastructure facilities like education, transportation, communication, electricity, etc. are less, which hinders the development of a nation. Infrastructure means, for example, if we talk about education, what is required for good education? We require more number of schools, more teachers, right, and more better educational facilities, right? So that is the infrastructure required for the field of education. So certain fields which are crucially important, very important, like education, transportation, electricity. So in these fields also, the developing nations are having insufficient facilities, which is called as insufficient infrastructure facilities. Point number 9, form of international trade. International trade, in common sense, if you understand, import and export. Developing countries mostly export agro-based products and farm products as well as mineral ores. Mineral ores are the raw materials, right? So these products have very less demand and are sold. Because of low demand, the rate that we get for it is also very low. So less income is being gained by our exports. Thus, the form of international trade is like more exports of agro-based and farm products is there and mineral ores is there, which earns very less income.